So I give you my heart.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing so far? I hope the day is treating you really well. I am here, as promised, with the grand tour of my amazing crafting nook. Before we move forward, I just wanted to remind you that if you like my content, please like and subscribe. That would help me a ton. And also comment down below with any type of content that you would like to see from this channel, okay? That would help me a ton. Before we get started, I also wanted to remind you that this crafting nook took me 14 years to build. 14 years is a very, very long time. I started literally with a sewing machine and a closet, and that little shoe closet was all I had. And now, 14 years later, fast forward, this is where I am. I'm very proud of what I've done, but I'm also wanting here to remind you to not compare yourself, okay? This channel is here to uplift and bring people together in a great community. So let's get started with this grand tour. This wall has my calendar, which I'll show you right now. It opens up and it's really, really cool. Over here, we have a ton of cardstock and chipboard. And this one, we have overflowing types of stickers all over the place. And this one is rub-on transfer stickers. Here we have more stamps, more stamps, more stamps. All of this is stamps and more stamps. Now over here I have a couple of watercolor colors, couple of stamps, and over here with the calendar, this calendar is so cool. You disconnect it from this side and it opens up. I'm still yet to fill this with all of my acrylic colors and everything, but I'm very excited about this. This is a new addition to the room. We got it, we thrifted it. We found it at a thrift store and it was a great find. So this has been my baby so far. And over here I have a board where I have my whatever you are, be a good one. I love that saying. And of course, smile, be true to yourself. And over here, I have this saying of be happy, use nice words, work hard, be thankful, always tell the truth, keep your promises, obey, share, clean up, snuggle, use your manners, smile, help others, love all. That's my very core, what I stand for. This is my values. So I hope that you like that. And in this wall over here, have these two little buttons that we also thrifted that it was really cute that we saw. And it goes perfectly with my sign here, which I put this up because sometimes I truly amaze myself because out of nothing and out of nowhere you can come to be a part of something that you never imagined you could be possible. So sometimes I truly amaze even myself. So not for facing hand solo though. So that's a good one. But right here I have my today make the today amazing quote, and today is like you mean so much. Just remember that. Sometimes we forget about that. So, and right here we have all of my coloring tools. I have my favorite Castell coloring, my Caran d'Ache, Luminous. I have Winsor & Newton color pencils that are watercolor, Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils. And over here I have oil pastels, and the oil pastels and a lot of pens and pencils, my spray bottles, and my watercolor tools. Over here I have a serger, which is my sewing machine, and a lot of more stamps that need to be sorted through that I have to put over here. Over here I have to make buttons, so I have a lot of buttons that need to be made. A lot of my scrapbooking and a lot of my journals. This is some sort of diary. And then I have my type of art. So I'm very proud of it. I consider myself an artist. Years are very difficult to actually color, but yeah, that's the type of art that I do. I enjoy charcoal, but I have been loving watercolors and gouache and acrylics, but my favorite is definitely oil painting. That is my best. So this is the wall of paper and stamps, and of course my calendar. So let's move forward. And for this, I hope that you're excited. Has all of my fabric. So all of this is my fabric that I have accumulated over the years, and some hand stitching. Charity never faileth. That's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, this is hand stitching. We have crocheting, and we have other cool stuff right here. But this is kind of like my fabrics and to do sewing with my sewing machine. On this side of the wall, we have my computer setting and some of my stamp ink, as well as some markers, alcohol markers, my brushes for painting. So I have some brushes over here. I have stamp ink. And if you want to come and see this side of it, we have a lot of chromatics, pencils, markers, and blenders all throughout this side of the portion of my inking. I have inks of different colors in both sides, in both series of this, and more up here. I have my acrylic colors, my Ohuhus, and other brands that I have accumulated as well. Some Poscas, and they're all the colors of Prismacolors and that have ever existed. I have some markers that are erasable markers, highlighters. I have the Prismacolor sharpener and some extra pair of eyeglasses. Then over here I have the Derwent Fine Art color pencils, the light fast color pencils. I've been enjoying those so far. I have over here my collection of brushes to paint in oil. I have the Aspen Princeton brushes, and I love them so much. I have the Ohuhu alcohol markers over there. And then over here I have my Faber-Castell pencils, graphite pencils, as well as the Winsor & Newton. I have my iPad right here and my computer where I edit all of my videos. And then here's the sign that I created for you guys. Hopefully you like it. And it says, "Welcome. I am so excited and grateful for your amazing support. And I just want to thank you from my heart, sending you my love." Hopefully you feel that. Okay, in this little cart right here, I have my stickers, my planners stickers for all of my journals and all of my calendars and pretty much everything keeping me on check. I have my brushes here, the ones that I use most often for watercolors. And then I have here my on-the-go brushes, the ones that you are just filled with water and then you just use them on the go. Have a cup for water, and then I have my water cup for my watercolors. Down here I have my markers and my crayons and my acrylic pencils, my acrylic markers as well, and my water markers. I have over here my collection of Sharpies and my refills for my graphite mechanical pencils that I have. Over here I have my Sharpie collection of acrylic pencils and markers, as well as this highlighter that I like so much. Right here I have pretty much a bookshelf full of creativity. So I have here that says something, do something amazing today. And right here in this ring binder, I have a lot of stamps. Over here, I have books and magazines that are for inspiration. So just so that you can take a look at it, this is an inspiration book to help me gain some inspo on what to do in the cards and the scrapbookings that I want to make. And I have that as well as the Cricut magazine, some more stamps and stencils, and some scrapbookings that I'm yet to fill. Over here I have my sign that I got that I love. And then I created this little sign that says, I can and I will, end of story. That's my forever saying. This little thing that I created that says Joy's Crafting Nook. And then I like this sign that says choose to be positive. Right here I have embossing tools and embossing everything. Right here I have a lot of stamp dial cuts. All of these are to cut and make some sort of shapes. I have the crocodile to make sure that I can make holes on things. Another crocodile, but this one is for making the ends, but like in a certain shape. And here's more stamping tools and cutting tools. In this one I have, well, we cannot pass my typewriter, right? Isn't that amazing, the color and everything? And right here I have clay and clay items to help me learn that art. I'm not that good. I'm barely starting. And here are embellishments for the clay. I have envelopes for cards. And in this one I have unfinished cards. Right here as well I have unfinished cards. In this one I have adhesive anything, so pretty much glue. And then in the last one I have everything for my Cricut Joy. And over here I have my alcohol inks and some of those spray inkers for, you know, giving it a little bit of a touch to your cards. I have re-inkers for the pads that I own. I have an electrical sharpener. I have stamps that have about 15 or so sayings on them, and minimum around 7, the smallest ones. Some of these are empty, so this one is empty. This one has this tool that I barely found it out, and it's called the Cricut. And it's an old tool that used to be used for scrapbooking. So I am excited to showcase to you guys that and see if you guys like it. Here are some wiring art tools. We have some label it tools. More label it. And this one helps me to punch holes to make planners. And in the last one, I have some items that I inherited that I have no idea what to do with. So if you happen to know what to do with this, please comment below because I have no idea what to do with this. But yeah, I inherited them, and then I have some stamps and a microscope that I also inherited. Here I have my tools to do die cutting and embossing. This one does stamps, and that one is my projector. And right here I have my mats for my Cricut machine, as well as the long form of the Cricut machine mats and the cutting board. Okay, over here I have my watercolor line of liquid watercolor. I have inks, distressors, more inks for pens. I have my cuties, my Cricut cuties that I love so much. I have some double-sided adhesive tools right here, and my Cricut tools for all of my projects. And then I have some feathers for inking. They come very handy. I have some glue right there. All of the Cricut tools needed in order to do our projects. some empty bottles for dyes and things like that. I have a glue gun and some glue sticks and some more adhesive tools down in the bottom. Everything here in this line is um, cardstock. All of it is cardstock. One of them here is magnetic tools. This one right here is my vinyl, as well as this one right here is vinyl as well. In the bottom, I have more mats that are usable for when the other ones lose their touch and they're no longer sticky. Right here, this bag has more bags inside of it, so it's just when I'm running low for all of my coloring tools and stuff like that. I have more stickers that I'm about to use. So this box right here is the about to be used box. So I use it for when I'm getting ready to use my stickers. More cardstock right here for all of the seasons and all of the colors. Right here I have my Cricut tools and my Cricut different type of adapters. The adapter for doing embossing and all of my cutting tools. I have right here, I do keychains, and my keychains are very adorable. Like I'll show you a couple of clips right here. Then I have my pens. I make pens. So here's where I put my pens. And this one is the tools that I use for making my planners and the discs and all of the planners. Here, pretty much all of these ones are full of stickers and embellishments for cards. Right here, my little saying of every day is a fresh start. I love it, but it's also a hiding spot. And there you go. Here goes all of my stamps, die cuts, and stencils that I have for all of the seasons. And in order to make it look a little bit extra pretty, I added this. I have my Cricut Cuddle Bug right here that I love this. It's an embossing and die cutting tool, and I love it so much. I have my Cricut Joy right here, and I have my Mink right here. I have my Cricut tracing platform. I think that this is really useful, and I like to have it here because sometimes I end up using it. This one right here is close to the heart, so it's the blocks in order to put your stamps on, and then once you put the stamp on, you can transfer it to all of your cards, so it's really useful. Right here, I have a ribbon cutter that I'm yet to open, but it's supposed to be connected to the USB right here, and then it cuts and seals your ribbon. So I'm yet to see how it works, and I'll give you guys an honest review. This one right here is for doing the tools the same as the Mink it would be. So this one is the foil quill, and these ones are pens. They are connected to this portal right here at the USB portal, and then you just use your pens with the nib to make designs instead of what you would have to do if you were to have to use the Mink. With the Mink, you have to buy the designs already made for you, which this gives you a little bit more flexibility. Right here, I have my card making tools, or to make ribbons and stuff like that. And it's also a guillotine. I have as well right here. Oops, sorry. I have right here my airbrush tool that I use to make that kind of reflection in your cards, and it's really wonderful. It's USB charging, and I can attest that this is a really good tool. I have here my projects for this weekend since it's Father's Day. But here's my cutting tools. This is my magnetic platform that I use in order to keep my projects aligned when I'm doing the pens for the foil quill. And then here I have another guillotine that folds up. So it folds up and is ready to go. Then I have here wax candle lamp that makes it just like gives it a little touch to the area. Down here, you can see that we have the washi tapes and some alcohol markers. And my that box holds all of my sketching tools. And then right here, I make these type of books that are made out of paper that is handmade. I do them and I stitch them and I make them this way. So this is kind of like an example of what I do. I have a lot of more ribbon and a lot of more glitter all over the place right here. More inks, more acrylic that I use as well. I have to make clay, more ink pads, and I have my more of my keychains that I make in customizable items. But that's about it. Well, right here, there's a lot of more sticky everything and adhesive tools, cutting tools, and then those glue dots that help us with scrapbooking. I have here a printer, a hand printer that I'm yet to open that is supposed to be about the same as my Call of E-Mark that I have right here. So the E-Mark is a handheld tool that creates a printing looking series as long as you hold it and you download the app and then you just tell it what to say and it will print it for you by hand. So I like the E-Mark a lot, but I was given this one as a gift. So this printmaker is from We Are Memory Keepers and I'm yet to showcase it. So I'll do a video for you guys in which I will be making my own customizable washi tape. So I'm excited for that. I have right here the rotating precision press, which is really a hit. So I want to see if it's true. So I'll make it my honest review in another video for you as well. I have my heating gun right here that I use for my embossing. I have my magnifying glass because I have terrible vision, so I use it for my diamond art or whatever is it that I'm doing at the time. I have some things that help the machine, this machine, to stay aligned and not move and stay straight. So I got that one too for this machine. And then of course I have my Sizzix Big Shot. I mean, which crafter doesn't have a big shot, right? So, but mine I haven't seen anywhere else before. I don't know if you do have one, let me know in the comments down below. But mine is not crankable. Mine is actually electric and you use a button to go back and forward and it works perfectly fine, and I just think that it's one of a kind in my saying. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I have the tote that comes with it right here, and I have my 2 sewing machines right here, as well as my thread and everything for sewing. And I have my 2 sharpeners and my little trash baggies right here that are connected to my desk so that I can put my trash in them. And then let's go over here. Over here I have an address book like back in the old days. I have more stickers that are ready to go and accessible. I have my labeler, my brother labeler that I use with a pink type of label. I have the connection to the light and my eyeglass solution to clean it right here. This one is empty. And then right here I have a cup that I was given that it says find your happy place, and I love this. This is my happy place. These ones are empty, yet to be filled. And then I have these shoes that I'm going to be using with the fabric markers that I have over there that I showed you. So I will be doing that in a video. I have 3 albums that I'm yet to fill with scrapbooking right here. And then I have this keep your head up sign because it's something that we all have to remember. I have the thermal cinch right here. Then I have the Cricut maker right here. I have the Cricut Expressions #2 right here, and I have it with 100 and plus cartridges in this Gypsy made by Cricut as well. And it is really, really convenient because I don't have to have 100 cartridges here anymore. Everything is stored in the Gypsy. And then right here I have my mink, Heidi Swapp mink in pink color that I'm yet to open. And I have the Brother Scan and Cut right here as well. So let's go over there. And this is the last thing to showcase, this card. I have here my bag that has most of the stuff that I use on a daily basis. I have my highlighters for when I'm doing studying or anything like that. I have other types of pencils and pens that are all of the colors. But the most cutest thing that I have ever seen is this completely wireless pink hot hot glue gun with the glues over there. And then I have here my stylus that does the foil quill, but it's completely wireless, and I have all of its tools right here. So this is really cute if you want to add an extra thing to your journals, and it looks really pretty. I have a ruler that is completely magnetic, and it just goes there. I have my apron that I use for when I am doing any type of inking or anything like that. I have right here all of my color charts. And then here I have my watercolor settings. So I have my professional watercolors of Winsor and Newton, as well as this one right here. And the rest are off-brand or a brand that I am not too much familiar with. I just like the color and I just bought them. And then right here I have gouache. And if you're gonna get gouache, you definitely need to get Caran d'Ache gouache. It's the most beautiful colors I have ever seen, as well as the Holbein gouache colors. Top of the line, I love them. And then a friend of mine on Christmas gifted me the Ethics acrylic markers, and I cannot tell you how much I adore them. They are so amazing. I love them so much. So thanks to my friend, I am able to have this, and I am so grateful for her and for her sweet gift. And that's about it for this card. So here is my first station where you usually see me most of the time. And I have right here a couple of tools they're my everyday to do tools. So I have my crystal pens that I love so much. And I have my feather pen that I love so much too. I have my notes. I have the washi tapes that I've been using the most often. I have my tape. I have all of the Tombow markers right here, and I can always put them back if I want to, but I usually keep them open just because it looks better. Right here I have a couple of scissors and a blobfish that my daughters gave me. I have a Hello Kitty keychain that my daughters gave me, as well as this Hermione as well with her cat that my daughters gave me. Over here I have a lot of pens and tools that I usually use for my scrapbooking or for my journaling. I like pens that have a lot of sparkles in them. I have 2 sets of um, earbuds, and I usually use them because I'm always here listening to everything, podcasts and such when I'm in the zone. I have some favorite Castile brushes that I just got that I'm using. I have my Cricut tools that are very handy to use right away. I have my scoring board right here for when I'm cutting things, when I'm doing scrapbooking or my journaling. I have swabs that I use when I'm sketching with my graphite pencils or charcoal. I have a lot of pens for my calligraphy, and I have color pens for and markers for when I'm doing scrapbooking. And then right here, I have the pens that go with the Cricut machine that I also inherited. So all of these ones are either one for the Cricut Joy or for the Cricut Maker, depending on which one it is. But there's different types of colors. And right here I have the tools that are for cutting, embossing, scoring, for the wire art, and pretty much everything in between. And I also have magnets that help me keep things in place. Um, and then over here I have my sign of the Scrap Avenue, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you like it so far. Well, thank you so much for being here with me. That was everything I wanted to showcase to you today. I hope that you liked it and enjoyed every bit of it. I hope that if you did, you like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. And if you do, also comment down below what was the favorite part of the video that you enjoyed the most. I look forward to seeing you back in my next video. I hope that you have a fantastic night and see you until next time. Thank you.
I
Bye
never
bye.
knew it could be so easy.